I wish Winter Kid was here for this stream, because he's a bit of a computer expert, and yeah, this would probably just send him into a tizzy. So, just doing a little bit of homework here. Do you really know what you're buying for Christmas? That's what we're going to review tonight. I want to go over some PC refurbishment companies, PC building companies if you're building something custom. We'll even look at the prices of the components themselves and just how much really you're spending building it through a builder versus just building it at home yourself. You always get them build fees that they're going to stack on to you, and if you can save money, do it yourself. I bought my computer, and I kind of want to show you guys that too, what I got, how I built it, how much it set me back. And it might have been just generally a little bit cheaper than what you're going to be paying to these build companies. If you're buying refurbished, that's an option too, but you need to shop around, because companies and storefronts, they might be able to get you a better deal than some of these dedicated refurbishment companies. I wish I was kidding. You can buy a PC through Kmart. Actually, I don't wish I was kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. You can buy a PC through Kmart online. And that might be a viable option. You might be able to get a good refurbished computer through Kmart. Some of the PCs there, decent price for some pretty decent hardware. It may not work with Windows 11. There might be some, it might be a too low spec for Windows 11, and it's kind of its CPU lockout. I think you gotta have like, oh, what is it? 8th generation or above for the Intel stuff. I'm not too sure about AMD, but let's go ahead and get started. I made a tier list in Paint here, so we might use it, we might not, but it's just there. Let's see here. Let's start off with my build. So there's a site called PC Part Picker. So it's really good. I can open up another window maybe. Another source. And we'll go ahead and we don't want that. We want well, I figure it would capture it, but it doesn't. It's Facebook. I don't want Facebook to show. Is it though? If it doesn't work, then we'll just do it this way. There we go. There we go. Mark that down a little bit. There. Oh, why did that go so huge? Oh, we only need one version. Okay. Window capture. I didn't do it right. Anyway, we're here. Builder. So you go up here. You can go ahead and go down here and do this. These are kind of like your pre-builds, and they'll select the parts out for you, what motherboard to get, and not not bad, not good either, because it's just kind of like whatever. But here, this right here will save you so much money, especially for Christmas this year. CPU. There's an entire CPU list plus price right here, and a bar down here, little bar graph here to show you the price variances over the last months. Let's see here, it goes clear back to August, and each and every company that's selling this, now you may be able to get better deals, but right here it just shows you all this, all these companies here that are selling that product. Look at that, B&H Video. If you don't like Amazon, let's say you're boycotting Amazon for some reason, there you go. You can go to B&H Video. Shipping Prime, if you have Prime. Ugh. If you're willing to get Prime, which they're going to charge you an arm and leg out of that just for that. Oh my God, I could go into a horror story about that. So B&H Video, they really do try to save you some money at B&H Video. I got my pedals, my Thrustmaster pedals through B&H. I'm surprised that they do have simulation components. So if you need a steering wheel, pedals, I think they got some VR stuff over there too. But yeah, B&H is not just focused on cameras and stuff. They got some good stuff. Best Buy, they'll try to save you some money sometimes. If they got some things on clearance, grab it. So here's your Intel Core i7 13700K. If you're looking for 13th gen stuff, 14th is, I think, a little, yeah, $576. No, priced way out. 12400F. Look for a, you can still get 12th gen. I would, if you can, go straight to 13th. Discord just going right off. But anyway, let's see here. Let me do something. Make sure I'm doing this right. I need. What'd you do? Close it out. Hang on. There we go. I just need. What is this? Oh, it broke it away twice. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit more, we need that, we need that. I'm just going to go ahead and recapture. Okay. Done. There we go. Captured the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Properties. Oh, come on. Just don't need to see chat. You need this. There we go. So let's go here. So you got your processor prices and all that stuff. 13600K, 255. Let's see here. 13400F. Let's say you want integrated graphics. So you go down here. And Intel HD graphics. No, let's. Where was it? I know there's a way to find out if you want onboard graphics or not. It's cooler. No. Well, it's just gonna be. Yeah, you just select Intel graphics and it's just gonna be like, yeah, this includes HD graphics. So you gotta kind of know what it is. Let's say the 700 series. It's gonna be all your modern processors here. So 13700K, $364, not too bad. But yeah, 14900K is 576. There's the other 14401 for 14700. So $400 for just 14th gen stuff. It's still outpriced. It's way too high of a price. Here we go. Here's the ones that are non-K, non-F. 13400, $230, which isn't too bad. 12100, that's an i3. I wouldn't recommend this. This is only a 4-core module, so not good. 12400 is a 6-core. So I would start looking at the 13th gen stuff because you get multiple cores. Actually, I think it's more than 8. Because here's the 11700K, which has 8 cores, which is that's a decent processor right there. 13700 has 16 cores. 12700 has 12 cores. And mark down. Let's see what got in 135 has 14 cores. That's not a bad price. Even the 11500 goes around that price, 200 and some odd dollars. Unless of course you get it in the unboxed version. I think they just said it was just the tray version. So there's no cooler. And that's the nice thing about this site is they will get you just the processor if you want just the processor. Now, let's say here, I was looking at this one, $192, which is about what I paid for the 11700. So here's your 115. Yeah, memory C. So they're knocking their prices down. Amazon still hasn't. And then you look at the price drop here. Holy crap. Woo! Yeah, they're marking it way down. And this is everything. This includes the cooler, which you don't really need. My initial intention was to go with AMD, but at AFIC, there are no AM5 motherboards with dual NICs. And yeah, so you get some reviews too. 11600. Again, it's only a 6-core processor. 13.5. There's no listed price. So there's some things they're not going to be able to show your price on. 11.9. Another 11.5. 12.9. Pentium Gold. I would just avoid this. 2 cores is a dual core processor. It has only 2 cores. This day and age, that's not going to get you anywhere. Celeron, it's celery. Avoid. Get out. You need 4 cores. 4 cores for any sort of PC, any sort of competent PC build, you want 4 cores and above. Even the i3, which all the PC builders are like, yeah, go with the 13100F, which no onboard graphics, $150. You're not saving any money, especially when you can go more cores. You might have to go back a few generations, but at least you'll have more cores and more threads. The thread count's also important. That's just core count. Let me see here. Does it have thread counts? I don't think so. But yeah, let's start with our build. The build I made. It was $194 for the 11700. It's up to 219 now so far. So there's that. 219. They had it marked down to 194 at Best Buy. Clearance. I wish it had a way to go way back. But yeah, you can tell the prices right now are well into the 200, even $300 range. I don't know why Best Buy is most expensive so far. Well, let's see here. Best Buy going from 324 down to 219. Huge drop. And then over here, yeah, here we go. Back in August. Now, tell me this. Huge price reduction here just before Christmas. I get that. I understand why. Huge block from all the way in August. Was $324 flat. Best Buy was the cheapest at these 2 points. Yeah, this just started. Man, holy shit. $194.99. That's what I paid. Minus taxes, of course. Yeah, sub $200 for an i7 11700. Let's see here. They jacked the price up on the 26th. I got this processor at a very good time. Oh my God. Oh. I'm so glad I went with the 11700. Yeah, the capabilities of the 11700 definitely outweigh whatever the 11500 has to offer, or even the 116. Those are i5s, and the 11700 is an i7. 2 more cores, 4 more threads, just off the bat, way better. Way better. So that's just for the CPU. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and you can make a list of this. Add. Where's the add button? I don't want to buy it. I want to add it. There we go. Quantity add. This will put it on your build list. CPU cooler. If it's already got one, yeah, but we can go ahead and look to give you all this here. Black edition. Now we ended up having to get another one because the parts that I used for my previous build I gave to my mom, but the cooler, I kept my tower cooler, and it was just, she had a stock cooler already. I figured that would be sufficient enough. Yeah, it would work, but it was noisy as hell, and I'm like, nope, you're getting my tower cooler. I'll get another cooler. So let's see here. Cooler Master Hyper 212 Black Edition. What? About the same price. I got the RGB version. But yeah, we'll go ahead and add that. And motherboard. It was too sure if it was listed on here, but it was on Amazon for 129. Yes, it was on here listed at 129. So we'll go with Z. We'll go 590 Unify. I gotta put Z in. Oof. No prices. Okay, no price history available at this time period. 228. Out of stock. Yes, everybody's buying these things up because they're finding out how good of a motherboard they really are. Really good motherboard, built-in Wi-Fi, more USB ports on it than you can shake a stick at. It has 8 blue USBs. Let's see, it's got 2. It's got 1 red USB, and it has USB Type-C. Perfect for VR. You're already configured for VR immediately right off the bat. Wi-Fi, have gold-plated audio jacks here, surround sound built in, CMOS and BIOS, flashback, HDMI port, 2 USB 2.0 USB ports, which is kind of important if you got older hardware that doesn't like USB 3.0 very much. Under here you have, I believe it has four M.2 card slots. So that's really nice. It's only got 1 PCIe 16 slot. It's metal. It's got armor on it. So that's definitely, you know, they're looking out for the customer. It's got 4 RAM slots, which are also metal. I've seen so many boards, you buy a new motherboard and they're not made out of metal, plastic, and you're like, really? This is supposed to be top of the line? It's got diagnostic LEDs, debug code. It's got LEDs for also debugging. It's got 2 ways of debugging. 6 SATA ports, USB 3.0. Also, over here you can put Type-C in on the front. 24 pin. Back here is 2 8 pins, so it's configured for overclocking. Beast. $129 was marked down, and they had it at 160. I was like, okay, probably we're running out of stock, so I bought it at 160. They shipped it to me, damaged on shipment. That was a hassle. Oh my god. So 228's not bad. They might make more in stock, who knows, but find this motherboard if you can. Really good motherboard. There's no RGB on it, but it doesn't need it. I'm using it. I'm happy. This thing has not fought me yet. It has no problems. Memory. Here's your Corsair Vengeance. 4199. RGB, LPX. So it shows your speeds. So many modules. Price per gigabyte. CAS latency, which is important. They will give you the specs of what it is, and if you want to, you can go through the site. Speed 3200 megahertz. Color. First word latency 10 nanoseconds. CAS latency 16. Voltage. Timings 16, 18, 18, 36. You can even select this. And that shows, yeah, DDR4 2666 CL16 memory. So you got to reduce your speed a little bit. But it'll go to 36, and that brings you up to 3200 megahertz. And I believe there's another one, 1936. It's also 3200 megahertz. So your latencies are important. There's also 38. There's also 3200 megahertz. I mean, you can go to each and every one of these. And let's see here, 39, bring you up to 4266 DDR4. So if your motherboard what I didn't want to overbuild. I didn't need to. But the motherboard is stable at 3200 megahertz. It can handle more. Trying to think how it works here. The chipset controls memory speed, but also the processor. So as you go higher in speed, your XMP profile well, it determines what the top speed is, but also where it's a big thing. Okay, so you want the least amount of latency and what your motherboard can handle. Most of your motherboards for the 11th gen can handle 3200 megahertz just fine across all of the modules. If you have 4 modules, they'll be able to do that. If you have 2 modules, they'll be able to do that. But if you have 4 modules and you're trying to run more speed, you're going to probably run into some latency issues. So you want to go with timing. I believe the number, you want these to be the lowest that you can get. 16, 18, 18, 36. That's what I ended up getting. And it is $44.99 right now. We're going to add 2 of these because I got 4 modules. So there you go. That might be even a little bit more than what I paid because definitely things have changed. Storage. This is important. Samsung's on top of the list here. Most popular. They're going to show the most popular, the rating and all that. Samsung was kind of had a little bit of a debacle going on where the firmware, if you do not update it, will put this thing into read-only. Not good. I would figure Samsung would be better than that. Kingston, this is a popular module because it is cheap. If you need M.2 storage, PCIe 4.0 by 4, so it takes 4 lanes, 4 PCIe lanes. Let's see what else we get. Crucial P3. Crucial uses Micron memory. 990 Pro, 4 terabyte, $319. Here's Western Digital all the way down here. I have a 2 terabyte. The 850 SN850X, really good module. There it is, Western Digital Black, $129. It's cheaper. There's some variance on prices. You can get it straight from Western Digital for $114. Newegg definitely tries to match manufacturer prices, which is good. Tries to. Doesn't necessarily mean they will, but they try to. Let's see here. Yeah, Western Digital 129 plus. I might be including shipping. So we add that on there. I've already got 2 hard drives from a previous build already in there. Video card. So mine, less than $1,000 for their top of the line. Speedster Merc 310 Black Edition. That's a bit of a deal right there. Now, it may not be the most capable card when it comes to rendering and all that stuff. Oh no, it's slowing down. Well, your processor is going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting too. 6750 XT gives you a whole list of every manufacturer that made that card, which is nice because that means you can shop around and find out, you know, you're not stuck to one single board partner or anything. This gives you a whole list. May not give you all the prices, but it gives you the whole list, and then you can back reference the model card number and go from there. Let's see here. Speedster Kick, 319 core. No. 329 for that. That's not bad. You can definitely get away with a kick. Merc 319 Black. right? Yeah, they don't even have the price for it anymore, but it was $389. These things sold out. Yeah, 367. Probably should have waited on my build but look at the prices. They're all over the place. Best Buy 459, 389, 399, 389, 459, 389, 367, another 367. They have these little bouts where they're producing cards and get cards in and then done. They're gone. They're sold out. They're done. And yeah, this is what I got. No prices available. Can't even buy it. Case. This is kind of important to me. Give you a list of all the cases here. I got a Game Max, which is a brand that does not get talked about enough. I haven't seen anything from Jace 2 Cents, Gamers Nexus, none of them. About Game Max, let's see here. Let's see if they got it in. Game Max Master. Okay, they only got one. I've got the RGB version. $108. No, wouldn't even. Got it from Walmart. It was like $89 on sale. Out the door, $95. 3 external, 5.25-inch drive bays. It's got all the filters on, or all the fans on here are filtered, except for the rear one. But it's not going to get that dusty anyway because your intake fan should be filtering it. But there's a power supply filter. There's a filter down the bottom right here where you put another fan. Put 3 fans on top. Top of the case is filtered. Filtered. Everything is filtered. Believe me, I shopped around. You can't really find any cases with 5.25-inch drive bays anymore. But this was like the best I could find. It had all I needed. 4 USB ports in front. Fan switches. Like I can control the case fan speed. It's got a bracket. I don't know if that's an update, but that's a graphics card bracket. My graphics card is so freaking long. This bracket serves no purpose. It's so wide and so long that I can't use it. But what's holding it up is the hard drive tower right here. This cage. Because this cage right here comes out. That's 4 extra hard drives if you want to put them in there, if your card's short enough. But take that out, and literally the only thing holding my card up is the cage. And like I use there's like an insulating peg on it. It's got like a little peg, little plastic sleeve thing that holds the foam rubber. This little piece of foam rubber holds it up, and that's what's holding up my card. Works. Computer's not mad or anything, but go ahead and add that. We're not gonna be able to get prices for everything because everything is sold out so far. RM750E. Yep, I got the X and the E models. If you need PCI, what is it? What do they call that thing? Yeah, this does not have it. This is the X version. E version should have it. PCIe, let me look around here. ATX. 12 pin, 12.4, 18, what was it called? PCI 8 pin connectors. Oh, well, okay. Well, it's got those. It's got 8 pins for the CPU. Anyway, it's got the little port for the sense cord for the graphics card that uses it. I thought it was a dedicated port on here. I gotta keep looking here. It's supposed to have like a 4-pin sense port. I'm not seeing it. So yeah, they kind of like modified it as an adapter to work with the 8-pin. I know. Well, let's see here. We got the shift in here. So go shift. You can type in Corsair. These are the most popular power supplies. The RM is definitely a good lineup. You can't really go wrong with power supplies from this company. And that's important because when you are buying a pre-build, do you know what the power supply is that they're going to supply you? If they can't tell you what the power supply is, they're not going to give you any spec numbers. They're not going to give you model numbers. Nothing. They can tell you all the specs on there till they're blue in the face, but if they're not going to give you a manufacturer's SKU, nothing. They give you nothing on manufacturer. Thumbs down. Do not buy. Don't go to that company. Don't go to that build site. Just avoid, because the number one component in your computer that could potentially pose a house fire is the power supply. The power supply is taking in a lot of electrical voltage from your wall outlet, trying to convert that into usable voltage for the computer. 12 volts, 5 volts, 3.3 volts. Each and every one of those voltages is capable of starting a house fire. Between the case and the power supply, yeah, there's a few things in the case itself that could potentially pose a house fire. The NZXT debacle, that whole thing, holy shit, neglect. And then they're doing power supply reviews, and they're not supposed to spark or anything. They're not really supposed to catch on fire at all. But they've done some reviews on power supplies, and they're like, huh, because a spark could potentially turn into a house fire. An open circuit, and all it takes is for it to touch ground, get hot, and no, if there's no safety circuits, no overcurrent, no, you know, if those circuits are not working, I need to find that one video, and I think it's by the greatest technician who ever lived. Yeah, that channel. He's doing it was a pre-build. He cracks it open, and he's like, well, what failed? Well, the power supply failed. Why did it fail? Well, because it's a cheaper. It's a cheapie. I back referenced that power supply that they had in that video. It's an Allied unit. Fucked up part. To give the thing some artificial weight, they put iron fillings in it. Yes. Mom's asking for my candy. I am going to find that video. Yes. going to find that video. This might take me a while, but it's a little ridiculous that you got to sit there and worry about. Oh my God, I got so many shorts. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take way too long. Yeah, Salem Techsperts. Okay. I'll make sure this is the right one here. Yep, this is it. This is so messed up.
Computer.
Why don't I have...
Repairs.
Give me a minute. Why is this playing through that? I need it to the headset. There we go. Go ahead and refresh it again.
Why is this
Ooh.
problems desktop in my computer repair shop? Is it the dust? No. Is it the video card? No. Is it the fact the power supply caught fire and almost burned my customer's house down? Yes. This is an iBuyPower gaming desktop, and it's here because my customer heard a pop, smelled something burning, and saw smoke pour out of the back. But before I can dig into the goods, or bads, I need to take it outside before my lungs fill with dust of the ball variety. I'm here to turn that frown upside down, or in this case, completely disintegrate it before fleeing when the EPA shows up to investigate. And putting the panel back on is easy.
Yo, wasabi, it's upside down.
Testing the power supply is even easier, but I'm curious as to what actually failed on this power supply. And turns out, this thing called a thermistor decided it would function better if it were ash. Something Gary Oak could never come to terms with. So from now on, this iBuyPower is now known as iBuyPower Supplies. Why is this problems desktop in my computer repair shop?
I was
is
trying.
It the dust?
I got
no.
it wrong.
Is it the video card?
I apologize.
Is it the fact the power supply?
I got. There was another one where they put weight in it. They used iron fillings to give it more weight.
I caught fire and almost burned my customer's house down.
We'll go ahead and reference the serial number on that.
Desktop, and it's here because my customer heard a pop, smelled something burning, and saw smoke pour out of the back. But
this is from iBuyPower. This is a PC pre-build here.
Dust of the ball variety. I'm
I
here
think you
to
can
turn
get
that
custom
frown
PCs
upside down, or in this case, completely disintegrate.
I think you can get custom PCs through iBuyPower. We'll go ahead and check that out. It's gonna be a while stream, you know. It's gonna RM1000X, you know, much better power supply. Yeah, there it is. ALD500 EXP. So I back referenced that, and it's like several manufacturers make that. Yes. Okay. Allied ALD500 EXP. So I don't think it's supposed to do that. And then you look here, Apex. And one of the two. Okay, here we go. Allied. So it's Apex ALD500 and then Allied. Yep. So something went pop and was supposed to, okay, your power supplies aren't supposed to just go pop and then smoke like that. It's supposed to have some sort of overcurrent protection, a relay, a surge protector, anything built in that is, electronic and it detects when it's being, it's a glorified resistor, but it sits there and detects how much power is going through the power supply being pulled, and when it says, oh, that's a little bit too much current, flips a relay, computer shuts off as normal, no smoke, no drama, nothing like that. Yeah, you might be over pulling a little bit too much current if you're trying to game or whatever, but the fact that this pre-built here, okay, this pre-built computer came with this power supply, which is a 500 watt. That's what it's built for. And you look at the specs on it. Combined power, 480 watts. If you're combining, let's see here. Current, max DC, 200. On one rail is 216 watts. On another one is 216 watts. And then another 9.6, was that combined? Yeah. I'm not too sure what graphics card that they're running or motherboard or anything like that. But I don't think that thing is maxed out for, oh my God. So, power supplies have rails in them. I get it. Isolated circuits, they separate the power. That's all well and good. Having two rails of power, it's a good thing. That means that your power supply is going to be supplying for two separate components. One for the motherboard, the CPU, stuff like that, the 24 pin, all that stuff. That by itself, your motherboard is going to be pulling in some power. Your CPU has to pull in some power. If you're overclocking, you're going to be pulling in more watts. Since it's showing on here, the specs, that one rail will take 216 watts. That's what I'm looking at here, because the 3.3 and the 5 volts combined is 130 watts. And they're showing that this got two 12-volt rails in it at 18 amps, 216 watts on each rail. 216 watts might not even be enough for just the processor, your motherboard, and any other components attached to it. And then another 216 watts for the power, for the video card. It ain't mathing out. It ain't math. It's a house fire just waiting to happen. It's not even a modular design. It's this shit. Ugh, God. It's your basic run-of-the-mill junker clunker. This is customer abuse, and I tell you what, if this is what iBuyPower wants to stand behind as one of the most important components in your PC, holy shit. Look at the motherboard. Come on. The best thing out of this whole build is going to be the video card. And maybe the case, because the case does have vertical for if you want to vertically mount your GPU. That's all fine, well and good. All right, whatever. But really, handful of USB ports. What are there? 4 USB ports. It's got Wi-Fi. No surround sound. That's gone. Who knows what the onboard LAN port can take. It's probably a single gig. You can stream on Discord with that. I could start streaming on Discord right now if I wanted to. I wouldn't know where to stream at. Unless you want me, hey, you want me to call you on Discord and then just send this send this stream to you? Can you explain computer componentry and stuff? This is iBuyPower, and yeah, this is through you find these things at Walmart. Oh my god, this is an embarrassment. Oh, it's got an HDMI port. To see hell of a boss. Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and watch that while I'm streaming. Yeah, this that's embarrassing. I don't mess around when it comes to power supplies, and yeah, the Corsair is going to definitely be a better deal. There's literally when I power this thing on, a relay does engage and I can hear it. So I power it on, and then I believe a secondary rail engages to turn everything else on. So nice soft power delivery, which is good. The 850 actually $20 more if you can squeeze out that 850. Yeah, there's even the 850X. I believe one's just not configured for what is it, ATX 3.0. I think that's what's called, ATX 3.0. One is this one here. They do have the ATX 3.0 power cord. Don't really need it. If you're using a power supply or using a graphics card, I keep thinking the graphics card, power supply. No, they're not the same thing. The graphics card, if it's got two 8-pin connectors, or even three 8-pin connectors, you can use this. In stock, $100. Get to 750. $20 more, you get you to 850. So goodbye, Best Buy. Operating system. If you're coming from a previous build, your Windows 7 license will work. That's what I did. Read the license agreement. Yeah, their back reference clear back to Windows 7 on their license. I literally used the product key from Windows 7. Works. So they want to get everybody from Windows 7 up to Windows 10. It's a Windows 10 Pro build. Now the Home Edition. Buy a pillow. Scholastic pillow. The Home Edition really limits what you can do with your computer. I believe it even knocks down the RAM from 128 down to 64. So that's nice. But grand total, well, because I don't have prices for that, but we'll add 389 and another 95, about $1,000. I can do calculator here. So that way we're already up to 589. No, I know I have to do another window. I really don't want to. I'll just go ahead and do a display capture. I figured that would work. So now I got to do another thing here. I got to fit this to screen. I captured it twice. Crap, I'll have to. Properties. Bit of a mess, but that's because I had to brush this out a little bit. So, okay, give me that one. Okay. I gotta retitle this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go ahead and get rid of one of these. Remove. Rename. 2. Done. There we go. Now it should just work. Properties. Pretty bad if we can't do that. That makes no sense. I'm still learning this OBS stuff here, and it's like, that's kind of inconvenient. So we'll go ahead and just do away with that. We're gonna go and just show. We'll get calculator up because we need it, obviously. So let's see here. Prices Z5 90 Unify. So we're gonna go ahead and add that on there. I'm gonna say 160 because that's what I wanted to pay, and then 389. Up to $1,138. And in the case itself, plus 89, 1,227. I have a tough time believing that. There's no way, but that's because they're new prices. So yeah, thereabouts, just over $1,000. What happened to your truck when you go to be the pronounce that for me. Camionero. I don't know what that is. Might have to explain some things to me. Operating system. How much do they want? Windows 10 Home, Windows 10 Pro. There's no price. But just check with Microsoft, see if they still have it on there that you can just upgrade straight to Windows 10. You can download, here's how it is. You download Windows 10, and it's gonna ask for a product key. There's a lot of things you can do, and all they're gonna do is put a watermark on the front that says this is not been established yet. So you just gotta submit a product key. And according to the license, from what I read, if you're using Windows 7, you should already have a license to use Windows 10. They haven't complained at me yet. The guy who drive a truck. It's a joke of this. Canyonero from The Simpsons. When did I say I was gonna drive? What truck? What truck are we talking about? Anyway, I still got it. There's one thing about XSplit that I like. It's just smart selection. I got to do it this way. All manual, all that stuff. So, figured out what that was. Now, let's say our budget, $1,000, make it 1,100. We already figured out that you can get an 11th gen system for about that price, $1,100. That's about where I paid, or should have paid if Amazon didn't fuck me on the shipping. Your truck in your bedroom. American Truck Simulator. Yeah. We'll stream that. I got a stream I got to do. Kenworth just released a 680 with its T680 thing, 100 years. That, yeah. We'll get to that. Anyway. You know what? We'll tell you what we'll do with this. Start build. This is Build Redux. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of ads for Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Oh, build your PC. Holiday sale, free shipping. That's all. Yeah. Okay, free shipping. I'm not kidding. That's what they're gonna save you money on. That immediately should immediately piss you off. Really? Free shipping. All right, specs list. Here's their good. $1,149, which is more than what I already paid, or what I should have paid for 11th gen system. Let's go back to the good build. Intel i5 12400F, 6 core. I've got 8 cores, 16 threads. That's only 6 cores. Funny part, the F denotes that it has no onboard graphics, so there you're already screwing yourself because you're losing graphics out of your. Now you can run dual monitor. You can run dual monitor through your video card if you want to do it that way. I didn't have to do that. I'm running 2 monitors. One's using the onboard graphics from the CPU. I am not losing any sort of performance on that. I may have lost a few frames here and there. 338, big freaking deal. Whatever. 16 gigabytes of DDR4. So you're paying $1,100, $1,149 for a system that's already out of date because 12400 can support DDR5. The 12th and 13th gen stuff can support that. B760, that's a 700 series card or a series motherboard. Really good, really decent. $159. Not bad. MSI's Pro Series stuff is pretty good. MSI boards are pretty good. You get a lot of hardware for your buck. You get a lot of bang for your buck. And their 700 series stuff, even their 500 series stuff, really kick ass. This right here is an embarrassment. DDR4, no. 16 gigs, no. This is not, no. You should be getting 32. You should be getting 32 gigs for that price. Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, $39. Okay, it's not the black, but okay, that works. Cooler Master TD500 RGB, $119. Now, here's where they fuck you on this. The case has already got fans in it. We're going to go ahead and back reference this. Cooler Master. I want you to look at something already. $119 for the case. B&H, 100. Amazon, 95. Walmart, 100. Network hard drives, whatever, 98. This is the same model. This is the same model of case here. Masterbox, Amazon, TD500, 95. Looks like they had them marked down. I don't know what's going on with the 20% off thing there. That Newegg. Why am I paying more from Build Redux when everybody else has got it marked off? Everybody else has it marked down. Here's another thing. I can't wipe that off. So if I wanted to go and buy another case, I can't buy these components individually. Okay, they want to charge you on that board, on that build. Okay, they want that build fee. MSI B760. Newegg, $159. Let's see what Newegg's going to pro. $169. Okay, so a little bit on that. What's it got? Let's go ahead and look at it. It has surround sound. It's got Gen 2 and USB 2.0s. So it doesn't look like it's got Gen 1 stuff for USB 3.0. It's got built-in Wi-Fi, which is nice. And if the LAN is what I think it is, so here's your spec list. Number 43 in Intel motherboards, which might just be going by popularity, not necessarily like the best. And I got some reviews, but okay, here's your spec list for your memory. DDR5. Oh, wait a second. Gaming plus Wi-Fi. I didn't get a Gaming plus Wi-Fi. I went to the D4 series. This is showing as a DDR5 model. These are all DDR5 numbers here. So let's go back. It probably DDR5 760 Tomahawk mortar, edge. I'm looking for the D4 series and it ain't showing up here. .760 Tomahawk Wi-Fi DDR4. It's not a Tomahawk version though. Tomahawk. DDR5. Yeah, make sense. P Wi-Fi. We don't even know what we're getting as far as the motherboard. So in order to find that out, you got to go to customize. Let's go to customize. Let's go to, oh, we can't change anything on the motherboard. We can change processor, but we can't change anything on the motherboard. So we can't even get a spec list of the motherboard. You see why I'm telling you got to be cautious when you're going to shopping? Your typical grandma that's looking for her grandkid's PC is not going to know any of this stuff. 16 gigs DDR4 dual channel. You're telling me you're paying for DDR4 when you have a capable DDR5 model, even though D4 series tells me that's DDR4, but I'm not seeing any DDR4. I'm not seeing any of that. Tomahawk Wi-Fi. That might be the closest thing you can get, which, okay, no, hang on. What did they say it was? Is it Gaming Plus Wi-Fi? MSI B760. That doesn't tell me anything. And from that little, whatever you want to call that, it's not, I wouldn't even consider it a thumbnail. That's not a thumbnail. That's a freaking fingernail. $169, B760M. These are all different. Okay. B760 Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. The Tomahawk with Wi-Fi. These are all priced competitively with each other, but they each have different component lists and everything. This only has 4 SATA ports. So you don't even know what you're getting for your motherboard. I can't get a straight answer out of them. I can't get anything. Let's just look at the RAM. Tells you the speed. DDR4. Let's see here. Extreme performance DDR4 memory. Okay, that's just a descriptor. XMP 2.0 support. Cool. But where's your timings at? Where's your latency? Where's anything? Tells you voltage. You don't even know what the timings are. And we already went over the fact that they've got several models just from Corsair alone. They're all different timings. And they all run at 3200 megahertz, but they're different timings. So you don't even know what your cast latency is. And you're spending how much? You want to run that by me again? How much is this PC? Yeah, a little expensive. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look. I've never seen this before. This is brand new to me. I've been over this thing several times. They're adding Radeon cards. Finally. Woo! Woo! Yeah, the meme. Okay, all right, cool. That's good. That's cool. This is all 6000 series. They don't have the 7000s on here. They got your NVIDIAs in here, and they got your 40s in here, your 4090s, 4080s, 6800 XT. Wish they had the 6700 XT, the 6800 non-XT. What's that? $501? What am I paying for again? Well, let's go ahead. Let's go over here. Let's find out what we're getting through the 6600. PCI Express 4.0. That's good. All right, cool. I mean, the motherboard itself most likely can handle 5.0, but yeah, 4.0, because they still haven't made any cards yet for that new standard, that 5.0 stuff yet. Cool. I'm not going to be mad about that. 6600 XT, OC mode up to 2607, gaming mode 2533, 2593, 2048. Yeah, these are standard spec lists off of your 6600 XT. Effective memory clock 16 gigabytes per second. 8 gigabytes memory size. That's a kick to the nuts. So they can't get you a 12 gig card until you get up to the 4070. Huh. Okay. How much is this? If I added this on here, $399. I'm sorry, I could get a 12 gig card for $399. 6600 XT, really? Okay. Memory interface, 128-bit. You can get a 192-bit memory interface card for same price. GDR6, 4 monitor, okay, 3 display port, 1 HDMI, okay, yes. Crossfire support, double fans, not triple fan, just double fans. I've got triple fan. Recommend PSU wattage, 500 watts, okay. 1 8-pin connector, HTCP ready, 2.3. Axial tech fan design features a smaller fan hub that facilitates longer blades and a barrier ring that increases downward air pressure. Dual ball fan bearings can last up to twice as long as sleeve bearing designs. Auto extreme technology is automation and enhanced reliability. Protective backplate, PCB flex and trace damage. ATX, card dimensions, 2.5 slot. So, out of all that noise, no. NVIDIA. Now, okay, so we got a model. We got a model here. We got a model. Folks, we have a model number. We have a model number. Ooh. There you go. There's the dual. It's an Asus dual AMD Radeon 6600 XT. Straight from Asus. Cool, cool, cool. Which is very similar to the card I was using. 6600 XT, 439, Asus Store US. My God. Why in the hell are they spent? No, it's not a $400 card. Walmart, 374. Wait. What? Run that back to me again. Are we telling me that you could probably save money on the same exact card? Here's an MSI version for 262. It's an XT. It's not just a 6600. This is a 6600 for 30. This is a 6600 XT. We'll go back over here. Check this out. We can go to here on PC Part Picker. We can go to video card. I could type that in. Should give me a model number. There it is. Asus Dual overclock. $449. What the? Dude. You can get a 6700 XT for cheaper with more VRAM. Look, I can click on there. There's your 6700, 6750 XT. The dual model. No, no. Let's shop. I'm going to show you what we're doing this. 6750 XT. Get rid of this. 329, 339, 349. Yeah, their Challenger Pro is still on there for $350. And they want how much? How much am I paying for that video card right there? Go ahead and select it. $399. That's what they're charging you through Build Redux. And I can go on here and get a cheaper card. $349. Asus Dual 468. Why is it so much more expensive than any other board partner? Does Asus like shit gold in the woods? What's going on there? My Merc 319 Black, I'm happy with it. And look, it's sold out. They don't have it anymore. People have been buying it. But to pay $450 for a card that should be... No, okay, Power Color, Red Devil, 450, 468. What's the core clocks here? 2713, which you probably won't even see. You won't even need that much. That's Power Color Red Devil there, and then Asus 2618. So their boost clock is even reduced comparative to the Speedster Merc, which I have, to 2623 megahertz with Samsung memory modules. I'm not too sure what's on the Asus ones. The only way you can really find out is to actually buy the thing, pop it in your computer, and see what the memory modules come up as with using GPU-Z. So already you're getting screwed for a 2-fan design, not 3-fan. It's you build a computer, you definitely want more fans on your GPU. I'm running at, what am I running at? 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Card's happy. Amazon. Okay, so we're already back referenced. You're paying way too much for an 8 gig card. $399, $400 for an 8 gig card. How much they want? $299 for their 4060. So you're paying more for a 6600 than you are a 4060. 4060 Ti, $399. well, shit the bed. You might as well just get the 4060 Ti and still end up with disappointment just to find out that there's a 4060 Ti 16 gig version, which they don't have on here. 4070 12 gig, $600 card, $700. Power supply 850 watt ATX 80 plus gold, cool. So they give you the 850, $800 for 6800 XT. Spec list, give me the specs on that. In fact, we kind of screwed up. We went a little bit too fast for ourselves here. Let's get some info on. Here's your NVIDIA info for a 1650 GeForce GTX. Do you see any model name anywhere? There, no. This is it. Is this a Founders Edition card? What is this? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. They just give you the spec list from NVIDIA itself. No info. Chipset manufacturer. Chipset. Go down here and they'll actually give you a model. There's your chipset. Chipset. Specs for 4060 8 gigs. Nothing. That's chatting away. Nothing on specifications. For a 4060. How much is this? You're going to charge me how much? $300? And give me absolutely no information? Build Redux? Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know what you're paying for. At least with this, I'll tell you. AMD, okay, there's your AMD. Let's see here. More. 4060 Ti. Fairly decent card if you can get the 16 gig version. They don't have. Nothing. No specs. Back here. Info. No specs. 4070. Here, info. And I'll double click on these things just to see if it's just a glitch. Nope, it's not a glitch. This is a glitch. No. There's no specs there. There are absolutely no specs there. Specs? Nope. Nothing. 60. Oh, chipset for the 6800 XT. No model number. Nothing. Couldn't tell you what it is. I don't have a clue. Boost clock. You already saw the variance in boost clocks. NVIDIA GeForce 4080 16 gig. This is a workstation card. I'm gonna tell you, any enterprise people out there, any people that work in rendering, doing editing, anything, and you spend that much money, how much is it? $1,199. $1,200 of your hard-earned cash, and they can't give you a spec list? This is for the 4080, ladies and gentlemen, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. No specs. 4090, 1000 watt power supply. So now you're paying more for a power supply. $169 for 100 watt, 1000 watt power supply. They got me so fucking pissed. Holy shit. Specifications for the 4090. But you're getting chipset information. No model number. Asus has one. NVIDIA has one. I'm sure there's all sorts of board partners that already have their 4090s out on the market. There's the ProArt. Anything? There's barely any information here. and you're spending $2,000. We'll round it up for you. $2,100 on just a video card alone. $2,100. And factoring in the fact that we haven't even changed the processor yet, so this is probably going to be bottlenecked all to hell. So they didn't change the specifications when you click on this to change these specs. So then you got to go back to start build. Let's go back to their build sheet here. But I just wanted to show, you know, you're going to be seeing this build redux a lot online. They're like, yeah, go with this. And you can't give me any spec lists. See, that's why you got to be careful with this stuff. If you don't go through any customization factors at all and you just go straight to add to cart and you're thinking, oh, this is nice, this is cool, okay, I can go with this. There's your 4090, 14900K, $600 processor, which you probably don't need. You could probably spec that a little bit lower to maybe a 13700. A 13700 will run a 4090 just fine. As long as you got some decent horsepower behind that graphics card, you'll be able to do it. But you're paying for top of the line componentry here. At least here, DDR5 dual channel looks like what is this, Furies? Let's see here, customize. Memory. Yeah, these are Kingston Furies. Shit, for the price that this is the ultimate build, and you still have more to get. 64 gigs. You can't get a 128 gig build here, so here we go. You're paying for 4 additional fans because we were already covered. This is the case that you're getting. These are already come with Let's go ahead and find out. These come with 4 fans already in them, right? Steel frame and the ITX. 3 ARGB fans pre-installed. 3 of them. Oh, there's no rear fan. That makes no sense. Why would they have that? Why would they only have 3 fans? So this shows 4. Yeah, through the manufacturer, every one of these only has 3 fans, no exhaust fan. So already even Cooler Master screwing you on a case because they can't supply you with 4 fans. You got to pay for another fan. Okay, so they give you another fan. They give you this Cooler Master fans for another $50. Mind you, it's already got case fans already in it. Okay? And they're going to charge you another $50 on top of that, which you're already overpaying for the case anyway. Power supply. Info. Okay, ATX 3.0 ready. That's cute. That's cool. Single rail, 1 rail. 1000 watt. Okay. Question. Yes. Can you give me a manufacturer? A what? A manufacturer. Can you give me like a manufacturer number? Can you give me like any sort of information? No, we can give you the specs on it, but we can't really give you the information. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Change to it. Let's go back to start build. Go back to the good model so we can go and look at the power supplies because we're going to customize to what we need. Customize. Oh my God. Power supply. This is an important component in your computer. Be nice to know what you're buying because some of them will potentially catch on fire. Yeah, it's got your safety built in. Topology, LLC plus half bridge, active PSC, one rail, 12 volt, V1, V2. Look at that. You get a single rail. Okay. So do they have any of them with two rails? Nope. Nope. There's not a single power supply here with dual rails. Then you notice info. So there's your info for the 750. Here's the 850. And yeah, they'll give you some specs a little bit, but still no manufacturer. What's to say this doesn't come from Allied? What's to say this doesn't come from a cheapy, low tier list? I gotta find that other video where they literally used iron fillings to make the power supply feel heavier. It wasn't Allied, but this is embarrassing. This is build Redux. I'll give you some information about this. Cooler Master. So you do have a model. They do have a model number. That's cool. I can back reference that. I can back reference that model number right there and probably find it for cheaper. I can install one of these, you know. Building a computer is not rocket science. But this is embarrassing for your video cards, okay? The fact that you've got more information about these AMD cards that just popped in, and they not only, you know, it's like, okay, you literally picked the most expensive card you could. Why? Because you think it's a good value when it's not. Processor. They'll give you this. Here's your model. 12400F. Okay, and then model number and all that. Cool, cool. Wow. Wow. 8 core, 16 thread for the AMD 7000 series. So 12th gen will definitely throw cores at it. If you can get more cores, good. But notice on here, all of their Intel models are all non-graphics CPUs, except way down here, the 14900K. It's the only one they've got that has any onboard graphics. The AMD stuff, yeah, it's got onboard graphics too. Now, whether it tells you what the generation is, now PCI Express Revision 5.0. Okay, cool. You got to go all the way up to a 7000 series. Five 4.0, 3.0. Okay, cool. All right. Memory. Oh, now you get DDR5. Okay. What did we change? The processor. That makes sense. 400. Memory. I want you to look at that. 12400F, which can support DDR5. And they're going to kick you down to DDR4. Okay. AMD 7600. Okay. MSI B650. DDR5. And all I did was go one processor above. 12 core, 16 gigs, DDR4. 12700F, 12 core. 14, 14, 14. So there's, you got 12. There are no 13th gen Intel processors on here. Make it make sense. 7700X, 8 core, memory, DDR5. Let's see where we can start getting DDR5. DDR4, 14600KF, which is a kick-ass processor. It's 14th gen. And you can't get DDR5? DDR4, 14900K. DDR5. Make it make sense. What am I paying for? Storage, info, specs, form factor, no model number, PCI Express 3.0. That's for this, the 500 gigabyte, 1 terabyte MV, PCI Express 3.0. I'm sorry, we're already up to 4.0 as far as M.2s are concerned. What's this? 3.0. Oh, and this is a dual setup here. M.2 plus hard drive. 2 terabyte hard drive. Zero specs on the hard drive. What's the RPM on it? Can't tell you. Can't tell you model number of the whatever. You can't tell me anything. As far as I'm concerned, that could be an IDE hard drive. Who knows? You don't tell me anything. There is no info about it. And 2.4 megabits per second, M.2, that's slow as shit. So what am I paying for? 3.0, 3.0, 3.0. Go over there to 4 terabyte. 4.0. I got to go clear to this bottom one here, the 4 terabyte version, before I can get 4.0 Express. PCI Express. Oh, and it's also slow as shit. 4100 megabits per second, 4800 megabits per second. Sequential write and read. So that goes to tell me that this is not a Western Digital 850X or anything like that. Nope. This is probably some shit. We don't know. We don't know. There is no model number on this thing. I could back reference this. They could give me thousands of cards with the same exact. So I looked up Phison E21. That does nothing. Come on, guys. Cooler, we already looked that up. Windows, oh yeah, here we go. Here's the kick to the nuts. Windows 11 Home, not the Pro version. So there you're getting kicked in the nut. Ubuntu. Okay, so Windows, $119. Go down here. Ubuntu. Ubuntu is Linux, which is, I don't want to say freeware, what do they call it? Open source. It's an open source operating system. I can download it right now, today, right now. Put it on drive. I got Linux. Ubuntu, right now. Boom. No license, no nothing. Just, I got it immediately. Boom, done. You can install it on anything. Guess how much they're going to charge you for this, which is essentially free software. $29. $29 to charge you to install this. Install, no support. Not even a support. You're not even paying $30 for support. Power supply. Who knows? There is no specs here. Graphics card, no specs. Power supply, no specs. Processor, get that. Let's see here. Nothing. No model number. Nothing. No model number. Nothing. No model number. Nothing. Give you speed. Latency numbers. Nothing. PCI 5 41600. Yeah, that's something. Now every one of these have that same exact. There's 44800, 41600, the Vengeance, King Spec. Do you know what you're getting? No. And you guys want how much? $1,839. For a mess. An absolute mess. Wireless. The motherboard already has it's already built with wireless on here. And Asus. Okay, here we go. D5 series. Build, yeah, it's build Redux. Couldn't tell you. Asus Prime, that's about what it looks like. Yeah, we'll just say it's Prime. I don't know. They don't give me any specs on it. Let's see here. Asus Prime, $215. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here's your ultra fast connectivity. No surround sound. No surround sound. USB 3.2 Gen 1. You got your Gen 1 stuff. And 4 USB 2.0 right there. Yeah, you got 4 of these. I think you need more of these. You need less of these and more of these. Oh, you get Gen 2. At least you get one Gen 2. Woo! Good job there, Asus. Good job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You saw the back of that and you said, well, got to save money somewhere, so we're not even going to give you a built-in I/O plate. No pre-installed I/O plate. No. It comes with it, but you know, there you go. A handful of USB ports for all your gaming needs. And you're paying top dollar for that, by the way. You're paying top dollar. And yeah, that's the Prime. This is what they show on the picture is the Prime. Unless, of course, you're not getting it a Prime. Who knows? Because they don't D5 series, that could mean anything. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know. This is a review of just Build Redux. We got all other ones we got to do. Fucking, I don't know. PC Builders. Yeah, PC Builder. PC Parts Picker, PCBuilder.net. Custom PC Builder. PC Builder, yeah, Corsair, okay, NZXT. See, Build Redux. iBuyPower. Well, let's go check out iBuyPower. Custom Gaming. $3,419. So already, apparently from the specs here, you're paying more than what you'd pay at Build Redux. iBuyPower. Intel Berserker DDR5 EZB104. That's a mouthful. Let's see, $2,800. 4080. Customize. Accessories. iBuyPower. Being Lee. Well, at least they give you some selection of cases. That's nice. That's something nice. Processor. Let's see what they've got on processors. 14. 13th. They got 13th gen stuff. KF, 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 FF. It's like they have an allergy to giving you onboard graphics for some reason. Let's see here. What would I pick? Processor cooling. Okay. Yeah, these are all AIOs. So no tower cooler. iBuyPower, their version of an AIO. Deep Cool, Intermax, Corsair, IQ. I'm hearing some, it's hit or miss when it comes to these kind of AIOs of what to get. Memory. Oh, hang on. We still got to do some things here. Oh! Oh, that's nice. No specs. No latencies. Case is one thing. I mean, well, shit. We don't even info. Okay, cool. They're gonna tell you some things about the case. All right, all right, all right. Let's and give you some manufacturer on the case. That's cool. Processor, yeah, nothing really you can do about that. Processor cooling, but we need to know what the specs are on this. And there's nothing. Nothing. You tell me what the latency numbers are. You tell me. Oh, let's see here. AMD. 6500 XT, 7600, 7700. No model number. I mean, if they don't have the part, at least like when I build it and say, all right, we don't know. Oh, look at this free upgrade to an XFX Feedster Merc 320. So at least they give you something, but still no model number here because I mean free upgrade, but is it what's the caveat here? Intel Arc 1650. My God, they're still trying to sell out 1650s. Oh my God, for that kind of money. Yeah, $2,705 for that kind of money. AI power performance. Free upgrade to Asus Dual OC Edition. 4070. The duals are not their good card, okay? Asus Tough Gaming. So we got a little bit of spec on that. But everything else, we don't have a clue. Motherboard, ASRock, Asus, MSI Pro. Okay, cool, cool, cool. They give you that. That's nice. Power supply. NZXT, Corsair. So they give you some. All right, that's good. Look, look, look. They give you the nothing here, like, you know, brand NZXT. Yep, 750 C750 PSU. So they give you an actual model number so you can back reference it and get more specs, and get the reviews, whatever you want. Not difficult. Seriously, it doesn't cost you a dime to put words on the screen of what you're buying. The video card, this is embarrassing. Memory, that's embarrassing. Now they can show Kingston Fury till they're blue in the face. DDR5, 6000 megahertz Kingston Fury Beast RGB. Okay, I can kind of back reference, but not a lot. Primary storage. Let's see here. Blue. That means it's Western Digital. M.2, SN580. Corsair, MP600. Yeah, look at this. Gen 4 read, 4800 megahertz. Right, 39 meg. Let's look down here. Ha! Here we go. I mean, okay, so there's your Corsair. Corsair, that's the numbers that kind of matched what was on Build Redux as far as their cards, their M.2 stuff. Cool. 2 terabyte Western Digital Black SN850X. Yep. PCR Gen 4. Gen 4. Gen 4. All of these are Gen 4. So that's nice. Let's see here. 4 terabyte one. But they don't have the Samsung model on here, but that's fine. Operating system. Can I change this to Windows 10? No. Windows 11 Pro with Windows Recovery USB. No, you can get a USB and put a recovery on there. A recovery partition. This is ridiculous. No. Windows 11 Pro plus $30. This is ridiculous. $10. Oh my God. Okay, so you're paying for that recovery USB. 3D Lost Ark. It's Baldur's Gate, GTA. Oh no, only 150 frames at 1440. Yes, because all the monitors that run at 60 hertz. Yeah, I mean you're definitely gonna see those extra frames there. League of Legends, which I believe is a mobile game. Fortnite. Really? It kicks you in the nuts that I'm Fortnite at 1440p? The hell's on Fortnite that's like... CSGO. Look at this. Come on, dude. Give us a game that actually takes some hardware specs into consideration. Like, you're going to struggle to run this on any lesser of a system. Flight Simulator 2020. That's one hell of a game. What's my specs on that? Nothing. You get nothing. $2,758. Out your butt. Why am I missing so many frames? Anyway, I mean, at least they added AMD back, but we're still looking. God, this is embarrassing. Cooler Master. It's embarrassing even for Cooler Master because Cooler Master Intel Berserker DDR5 and whatever. That's high by power. We'll put them in just a tier above. Avoid the pre-builds. Just check all the specs that you can. $1,200. What has this thing got? Their aversion to onboard graphics because of course. 4060 Ti, 8 gig. They couldn't even get you the 16 gig because of course not. 700 watt, high power, 80 plus gold certified. That doesn't tell me anything. So if that doesn't tell me anything, then I don't know what I'm buying. So cool. Avoid their pre-builds, custom build stuff. Avoid. Just no. Okay. Let's go to just go back again. PC builder. PCbuilder.net. Great now. Okay. Processor. Okay, they must be back referencing through Amazon. That's all fine, well and good. Except the problem being that it back references through Amazon. So you don't get a choice of any other you don't get a choice of any other supplier, any other seller, nothing like that. So graphics card, yep, this is all Amazon stuff. Okay, cool. So most likely they get kickbacks from Amazon just existing. So custom PC builder, that's through Newegg. They can get you some products through Newegg. It's not bad, but they're going to stick with Newegg stuff. So you can build with AI, PC for playing games. Go down the list, choose CPU if they have it. But this is all going to be back referenced to Newegg. They're not going to be like, oh, here's one from Walmart. No. 14, 12. They got a huge selection. Newegg's got everything. I really enjoy Newegg existing. I mean, yeah, they're doing the best that they can with what they've got. I mean, I can't complain. There was one that I need to look up before I forget. Skytech Gaming. So let's go to that. Skytech PC Builder. Huh. That might have some frames. Give it back because we don't need that. $100 off. Give you an email address. Let's start building. Custom PC builder. Okay, cool. Experienced, higher FPS. Who gives a shit? Because if your monitor only supports 60 hertz, build for 60 hertz. Everything can build for 60 hertz. Intel, AMD, ASRock, Be Quiet, Cooler Master, Gigabyte, G-Skill, Asus, Inwin, MSI, NVIDIA, Samsung, Seagate, Noctua, Thermaltake, WD Black, Zotac, Fantex. Is all their sponsors, their build partners. Cool. Get started. No price gouging here. Large variety of name brand off-the-shelf parts at retail prices. Select from the latest generation of CPUs and GPUs and build with confidence that you're getting the most for your money. I'll take your word for it. I can by the way, I can back reference these and find out if I'm actually getting the best price. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We pulled a miracle out of our butt. They have no aversion to 13th gen. They have no aversion to the graphics model. So all the K models, they have onboard graphics built into the chip. KS. That's a good one. Not a whole lot of selection on processors like 12th gen. They don't have that. But they do have 13th and 14th gen. So let's see here. Their cheapest Intel 14 core. That's actually not a bad PC. Give you a core here, $1,875. Contact frame. Can I use the stock thing, or I'm actually forced to use the contact frame? I don't want the contact frame. I want to take the contact frame off. Can I take the contact frame off? Can I use the standard? Can I use the standard LGA framing there, or so I'm kind of just forced to use that. Okay, cool. That's a thumbs down in my book if you're gonna be forced to pay for something you don't need to be paying for. Montec, Sky 2 Black. So you got to choose your cases here. These are all the same except for the colors. Series 500 TG White, Antec Performance 1 foot, Prism 3 Black and White, Fantex Eclipse G500A. What if I don't like any of these cases, and why are they so damn expensive? Fantex G550S White, Black, Fractal Design Torrent, Tempered Glass, Meshify 309, Cougar Dual Face Pro White, Pro Black, 4000D Airflow. I've heard some good things about that. Airflow White, 5000. Oh, that's 4000. This is 5000. Fantex NVs. Okay, cool. Prism 3D. Prism 3 red. Design for Mesh Fly. I don't really like any of them, but we'll go with that. We'll make it black because, you know, channel colors and stuff. On one. So here's your cooler. Can't use a tower cooler. All in one. Skytech brand varies. Ooh. They warn you that the brand may vary, but we don't have a clue on the quality there. Don't have any idea on it. Deep Cool LS720 White. So I'd probably go with that, but if they don't even have a black edition. MSA Mag B760 Tomahawk Wi-Fi D5. $790 Tomahawk Wi-Fi DDR4. Wi-Fi D5. So there's the DDR4 model. There's the DDR5 model. Difference of $10. Yeah, you might as well just get the DDR5. MPG 694 is Wi-Fi. What's nice is they all have Wi-Fi. Edge Wi-Fi. ASRock 790 Taishi. It's a $500 motherboard here. C590 Carbon Wi-Fi. And ASRock 790 Live Mixer, which is more like, yeah, this is set up for live show, or the music stuff. Still can be used for gaming, but it's just, I don't know, it's design you're paying for. Carbon Wi-Fi, that's a nice one. ASRock RG Strix 790 game Wi-Fi, yeah, that's a nice one. Built-in surround sound, handful of USB ports, because of course. 760 or 790, okay. Same price. So the 790 and the 760 are the same price. Memory, Kingston Fury, 5200 megahertz. I still aversion to. They got allergic to the timings. Don't know what they are. $159. You're paying. Oh my God. Let's go back down. DDR4. You save no money to go to DDR4. So go to D5, $159 out your butt. Oh boy, let's see what we got here. GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, 12 gig. Brand varies. The only one that they can tell you what it's going to be is the RGU Strix on here, $24.99. Everything else, they don't have a clue what it's going to be. At least they're willing to tell you. So it's just a step above. It's a step above iBuyPower. Still not S tier class or anything like that. Western Digital Black. I'm going to tell you something. Your best bet out of all of this is to build your own PC custom. Use PC Part Picker. Find the parts for cheap. And run with it. Build your own computer. You go through any of these builders, you have no selection. You don't have any prices. You don't have any, you have no haggling. You've got nothing. You have to pay what they're wanting you to pay. 1 terabyte Western Digital Black SN5. That's good. 2 terabyte 169. I can tell you right now, it is not $169 right now for a Western Digital Black SN850X. It is not that. $850X 2 terabyte. It's $129 right now. So they're charging you that. Mind you, what they said right on the money. What they said right before we went into this is they're going to give you retail prices. I just looked up the retail prices. It's a fucking lie. Right out of the mouth. Lies. $129. They're going to charge you $169 for the same fucking part. Secondary drive, same thing, same prices. 2 terabyte SSD that might be your best option right there. Okay, 1200 watt AT. What is it? 1200 watt gold ATX 3.0. What is it? 1000 watt gold. What is it? Thermal take, tough power, GF3, 16. Okay, they're finally got a model number. Cool. That's your cheapest model, your cheaper models. Tell me what they are. You can't tell me what they are. Okay, cool. Thumbs down. Intermax. I have not seen this on the cult list anywhere listed good. So, Seasonic, no. Where's your Corsair stuff? Don't have it. Windows 11 Pro or Home. You don't get a Windows 10 build. Standard fee, okay, $75. One-year warranty. Oh, dear God. $168 for the warranty. $240 for 3-year warranty. 2-year for $2,400. And they still can't give you any information. And they're still screw blue and tattooing you. Go ahead, look this shit up. Really? $160 for RAM? When? Since fucking when? And especially if you get DDR4, which I know is cheaper than that. DDR4. Can I highlight this? No. Let's go to RAM. Builder. DDR4, right? Okay, let's see here. Memory. G-Skill. Trident Z. Custom build. 3600 megahertz. Neo. They still don't give me any specs on, here we go. Timings. Here's your timing list. Don't have a clue. So, let's see here. 1939. Oh, look at that. That's also, what we're looking for, 3600. So it's 3600. Go back a little bit. We can go down here, 3866. So at least we got kind of a narrowed down on our timings here. $18, $22, $22, $42. DDR4 prices. 16 gigs, 2.8, and then we want two, okay, 32 gigs. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go to the 32 gig version here. Oh, hang on, we can just do it from here. 42, we go to 36 to 8216. And there it is, and there it is. Timings. 36. Okay, cool. Trident Z. Oh. It's like $80 for that exact product. The DDR4. Right? DDR4? DDR4? Yeah, it's huh. So I'm paying $160, so I'm literally paying double than what I can get from Newegg. Huh. So Skytech Gaming. At least they give you some they give you little tidbits of information. You know what you're buying. They give you that. That's a hell of a lot better than what Build Redux can do. Where's your video card? Well, video card varies, but at least they'll warn you that it's going to vary. There's going to be very variable problems, but you go and a PC part picker, and you can find out exactly, because you're going to go straight to the storefronts. You're going to go to Amazon. You're going to go to Best Buy. You're going to go to B&H. You're going to go from different places to source the parts that you're wanting to get. Now, legally, they have to supply you those parts, right? Or else it's be a scam. If Amazon's supplying you a part and they fuck you over, yeah, you can pretty much chase down Amazon. You can say, you guys gave me the wrong damn thing here. But Doesn't happen very often. Third party stuff, that's kind of risky, but if you're going second party stuff, basically they send the manufacturer sends the product to Newegg. It's straight from the manufacturer, goes to Newegg, goes to Amazon, goes to B&H. It would be vehemently against their reputation for those storefronts to give it the wrong product. This is variable. You don't know what you're getting. Brand varies as far as video cards concerned. So you don't know. You don't have a clue. And you're paying these exorbitant prices. Their cheapest one, the 4070, $589. But we don't know what we're getting. And believe me, board prices do change between one manufacturer and another. So why am I paying full price for something that I don't know what I'm getting? Explain that to me. Very slowly. The fact that this right here, the 2 terabyte, we've already looked this up. I've looked it up. I have video evidence, video proof here. 129, 149. It's anywhere you look for that 2 terabyte. That 2 terabyte. This has got the freaking what do I call that? Heat sink on it. Built on for $149. I'm paying $149, which is still cheaper than what you guys are charging for the same damn part, $170. And you're gonna say right on. Right, let's go. Let's get the video evidence again. No price gouging here. So that's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. I just exposed you guys. You just lied. Name brand off the shelf parts. Don't know what they are. Select from generation CPUs and GPUs. Cool, yeah, saw that. The build live options there. New PC build live on our Twitch channel. Yeah, you can watch them build the PC live. That's cool. No price gouging. You just price gouged. If you guys are charging $20 more for the same part at retail prices, large variety of name brand off the shelf parts at retail prices. Retail prices. Okay, retail. There's a retail stores. Okay, so if I go to Western Digital itself, 2 terabyte. Retail. Don't you dare come back after me. $129. Which means that you are being irresponsible by not reducing your prices to match this. And in fact, it's marked down from $149. You're charging $170. I've seen more honesty from Linus Tech Tips. Guys, this is just the custom building aspect here. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Just type in computer, let's see what we can come up with. Dell 990 desktop computer, 16 gigs RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive, Windows 10 Home, includes the monitor. 154 Dell 990. Actually, we could just, yeah, Blair Technology Group. That's who supplies these things. Fuel product description. Dell 990 i5 3.16 gigabytes DDR3 RAM, 1 terabyte SATA hard drive, new copy of Windows 10 Home. It's not bad, but I do want to know what the processor generation is. I do show somewhere. This is Kmart. Blair Technology Group. Wish they could just go back to that. Computer desktops. There we go. Asus, Acer. I mean, if I want to, I can go straight to this. Okay, there's your, yeah. Okay, we're not doing that. Let's see here. Kmart and other sellers. Oh my God. Yeah, Blair Technology Group. This is the one that refurbishes everything, and $179, and you've got a decent PC for your kids. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but you're certainly not paying exorbitant prices for something that's like, wow, why am I doing this? Especially when you consider that you could take the parts out of this and, if you wanted to, sell them as is. Hard drive, condition, refurbished, definitely. I mean, look at that. How many? 464 computers to choose from. And here we go. Lenovo, Dell, HP. Let's see our Lenovo line here. Look at this. Lenovo's ThinkCenter. My first build was a ThinkCenter. I took the 3rd gen out of it. The 3rd gen i5, and it worked. And it made for a decent build. Just the processor alone. $127. You can get your kids a nice Christmas this year. Freshly installed digital product key for Windows 10 operating system. Okay. So already for the price of a license key for Windows from the factory, $127. You've got more. You've got the license for Windows 10 and everything else, which also means that because you have the digital product key, you can upgrade to Windows 11. On this computer, build it up, or take the components out, put it in something else, take the hard drive out, use that hard drive. Look at this, 4 gigabytes DDR3. Intel Gen 2, and they got better ones. I know I've seen like Gen 6. Probably need to packages, memory range, hard drive capacity. That's not what I'm looking for though. CPU core, hexa-core, quad core. Here we go. 6 core, 45 PCs already ready to go with hexa-core. Yeah, a little expensive. Okay, so let's go to the quad core stuff then. But yeah, right here, you're ready to go. $196, 437 quad core, right? With Wi-Fi, Intel i7, 2 terabyte hard drive, $200. It's an HP. Quad core. 32 gigabytes stored. Okay, with minute. Okay, yeah. So you can put 32 gigs on there. 16 gigs DDR3. Onboard graphics. So it does not have the graphics card in it. Intel Core. And it's still not telling you what the generation is. Because that i7 could be anything. I don't know what generation it is. But you're saving big money here. Just Kmart, okay? Just Kmart for your PCs. Newegg. Here's a refurbished Lenovo ThinkStation. Even the case itself is a beast. Refurbished, $100 to $200. 4th gen Intel Core i7. $175. 4th gen i7. This is Newegg, so you can choose quite a bit more selection here. Now, yeah, probably gonna be stuck with Intel integrated graphics. They're not gonna give you a video card. It's not gonna be that easy. But the fact of the matter is that you can get a computer core base for $175 and go find a cheapy video card used and slap in there. Your computer, your kids will be happy with a $300 computer, and you got a pre-built, refurbished. They put all new stuff in it. Intel 4770, 4th gen stuff is pretty kick-ass. Operating system, I think it even comes with one. Should have one. 32 gigs of DDR3. Specs. No operating system. Huh. So you have to supply that. Okay. LGA 1150. Intel HD graphics. So yeah. Everything about that, even it's got some expandability too. You can put another 5¼ inch drive bay in there. You can go with an Intel i5. Give yourself a little bit more variability here. 4570, 4-core. These are 4 cores. That's Lenovo and Asus. Let's just go straight to this. Look at this. I remember seeing one on here for like 80 bucks. Look at these prices. Refurbishing, dude. Dell Optiplex. And it's like a full size, full width. So that means you can put a graphics card in these full size towers here. Don't know about the lengthwise of it, but the width, yeah, you can put a fat graphics card in there. $140. They're going to try to save you money. And, the processor alone by itself. Look at the processor prices, okay? So, Intel Core i5 4th gen, 4590. Okay, so all I have to do is take this, back reference it to this, go to, too far back. Okay, builder, CPU. I gotta go back again because I gotta wipe out the motherboard because it's gonna sit there and scream at me about it. There we go. Paste 4590. And why is it not on here? Where's your 4th gen stuff at? Hang on, let's go to builder. CPU. Oh, 1155 is not on here. 1151 is. So this is 6th gen, all the way up to 9th. Yeah, 6600. 9th gen stuff. 9th gen stuff still pretty nice. Look at it, $389 for 9700K, 8700K. Look at the prices. This is all your old stuff, This is no longer in production, and they're wanting the same prices as the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th gen stuff, like $150. Yeah. So for the price of a CPU, 1151 LGA 1200, that's going to be 10th and 11th gen. Yeah. Look at the prices of the 10th and 11th. 278, 192, 39.94. That's your Celeron. Oh my God. I gotta ban those things. 2011. This is 2011th. Ooh. Oh, this is Xeon. Oh yeah, Xeon stuff. Ooh, yeah. 2066. X, this is all extreme. So we're not going to worry about that. AM4, and that's another thing. I'm not seeing a whole lot of AM4 in the refurbishing department. Dual. Okay, yeah. And that's why the popularity of Intel is so high, because they use it for refurbishing bases here, because I'm not seeing anything on here. Intel Core, Core 2, Core i3, 8th gen. We go to 6th gen. We already saw the 6th gen, so let's go that, and we mark out these and apply that and see what comes up. Yep. So for the price of the CPU by itself, Dell Precision, I'd recommend this one just because it's DDR4, 4 cores. I saw on there it said DDR4. Yep. 4 gigs. Couple bucks here and there. If you're spending less than $400 for a complete PC build, you've won. 16 gigs of DDR4 and your kids are happy. A cheapy video card. 6, 8 gigs. And your kids are happy. They got $150, $200 cards. Slap it in this beast. You got your four ports here, USB ports, which is what I've got. Motherboard's not too bad. They got some expandability. Still got a serial port for an old mouse. Power supply, you change out the power supply. Just change it out. Just for the sake of the computer. Change it out. Still, $400 or $500 is a hell of a lot cheaper than what they're asking for from these pre-builds. I'm telling you, I can't review any. I've reviewed 3 of them. 3 of them. I've been streaming for 2 hours and I've already showed you that the 3 of them aren't any good. I don't even want to show you anymore. I couldn't. Build it yourself. I can't recommend that enough. Build it yourself. Build it. Or even, here's a better idea. Pay somebody to build it for you. No, not through a PC building website. You buy the parts outright. You send them to a place. You drop them off. Say, build it. Build it. And you say, what's your liabilities? What if you break it? All that stuff. Get that in writing. Find out what they're going to do. What they can do for you. If they're saying, well, I'm not responsible for anything, bye. I'm going someplace else. Because if you drop the thing, I want you to be personally responsible for it. I paid for the damn thing. You will put it together. How much is it going to cost me to put together? You go through all these pre-builds and they're just gouging. You can't tell me they're not making money, because they are off of gouging you, one. But even if they were to reduce the price down to what they say, which is supposed to be retail price, especially around Christmas time when they should be reducing their prices anyway. Free shipping? Are you kidding me? I can get free shipping with my parts as they are. Newegg will give you free shipping. Amazon will give you free shipping. Walmart will give you free shipping. You spend more than $35, yeah, you can get free shipping through a lot of different websites. This is ridiculous. I'm looking right out. Look at this beast. $166 and your kids are happy. Yeah, the motherboard might be a little bit of a stinker, but it's got DDR4. Can't really see inside. It would be nice, but might be able to back reference the model and find out from Dell itself what it looks like. It's either that or just build it yourself. Build it yourself. Send it to somebody that's professional PC builder. I've done it. You can do it too. I can understand if people don't have the time, the patience, or they got kids and they need to be able to focus on that. It takes a whole lot of concentration. I can understand that. Send it to somebody that doesn't charge you, doesn't gouge you on parts. Just send it to somebody and say, assemble it. Okay, here you go. And you're ready to go. Say, I've already got Windows. I'm upgrading. I've already got a license key. Just do it. I already went through PC Part Picker. I can't recommend that site enough. There's probably more sites to pick from even the big professional sites. I want to see something. Before we go, I'm going to go to YouTube again. I got to find that short. Wasn't that? I think it was this. Aha, Zach's Tech Surf. Zach's Tech Surf.
An eye out for this new power supply scam, because this is literally how you make your gaming PC go boom. Someone on Reddit posted this
Equits T500. It's these 500 watters. It's these 500 watt power supplies.
shady power supply from a brand called Equities, and there's so many things wrong here. First and foremost, if you remove the side sticker, you'll see all this Chinese writing, which obviously isn't a great start. Then inside the PSU, he found this little mysterious yellow box, which he then removed and opened up, only
Looks like a transformer, doesn't it? But it's not.
to find that there's just iron fillings in here to make the unit be more heavy. Basically, the power supply is so bad and so cheap that they are adding weight to it just so it feels more legit and heavy. And just as a reminder, absolutely never open up your power supply at home, it can kill you. And the spec sheet on the sticker is also really bad because the numbers on here are what you typically see for like a 250 watt power supply. You 100% should never plug something like this into your house or into your gaming PC. Always consult the PSU tier list, only ever buy tier A, B, or something.
Yep, that's the tier list, the PSU tiers list. It's a nice one. It's PSU cultist tier list. Why are you doing it that way? Why are you doing it that way? I don't like that. I don't like that little. It doesn't. No. PSU tier list. Yep. And here's now this has all been revised as of 1104. There we go. 411. Little old. But yeah, here we go. Here's the list of tier A, high end, and these things aren't really that expensive. I mean, you don't need 1,000 watts if you don't need 1,000 watts. But just to have this tier list, and then you go you keep going down, down, down. Tier B, this thing is huge. Tier B, and then they'll tell you what's going on with these. So you gotta look at the cliff notes here. Dark power 13. Let's go down here. What'd they say it was? Oh, number 5. So you're looking at the dark power 13. Okay, so you go down here and scroll down to number 5. Non-functioning multi-rail OCP, essentially making it a single rail PSU. Overcurrent protection. Non-functioning multi-rail overcurrent protection, essentially making it a single rail PSU. So do not turn it on the dual rail stuff, because yeah, the overcurrent protection only works on one rail. Great. That's Dark Power 13's little thing. RME 1000 watt from Corsair. Oh, what number is it? 3. Okay. So you go down here to 3. Where's it at? 3. ATX 3.0 PSU was done include a 12 volt VHP WR cable out of the box. Yeah, buy separately as needed. Yeah. Okay, so it's compatible with ATX 3.0, but doesn't even include the power cable with the sense ports on it. So 1000 watt. Okay, RMX shift, which is good. Now, one thing to be careful about the shift model is they put all the terminals on the side facing the back of the PC. You could possibly flip it upside down where the cables are coming out the other side. But fun part, it could potentially squeeze the wires because it's going to be tight behind the motherboard panel back there. So yeah, something to watch out for. Montech, Titan Gold, MSI, Meg AIP, Silverstone, Superflower, Thermaltake, Tough Power, 1200 watt, 1000 watt. Now there was something about HX Platinum, HXI, the whole series from like multi-rail, switchable, multi-rail only, straight power 11, gold platinum, 850 watt, what's number 13? Beware of strictly multi-rail units without possibility to switch to single rail mode can trip with very high power draw GPUs, 400 watts or above, and or CPUs unlocked Intel i7 i9 due to low overcurrent protection tripping point. Read a manual, balance out the load if that happens. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you're not pulling a whole lot of power, don't worry about tripping, but it's the fact of the matter that it does trip is a good thing, because that means that your overcurrent protection is working. Okay, good. The idea of a multi-rail, or your dual rail stuff, is that the power gets delivered across from one device and other 12 volt rail goes to another. So your CPU and your your CPU and your GPU are separated across two different rails. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. I like that. That means that there's most likely a dedicated capacitor in there to be able to send power to the CPU and send power to the GPU at all times, not overloading one single capacitor, trying to send power to both of them, and separate relays, separate transistors, stuff like that, just to really clean up the power to both components. For switchable, you might be able to even isolate, if something were to happen, you can isolate the power and find out, well, something happened here. This rail works, but this one does not. You might have blown a fuse or flipped a breaker or something like that. And you can isolate some electrical issues, possibly find out whether or not it's the GPU causing the issues, which if you overheat your GPU, yeah, it could possibly trip your power supply unit. So, and then you got a whole list of all your single rail stuff. RMX, this is all the series. Corsair RMX 2018, 2021, 2019 to 2021. So all the RM series, RME and RMX. RME 750, 850 watts, number 14. Which is what I got. Let's see what that says. Potential ATX 3.0 units, either not tested for compatibility, nor received a certification. Having problems with passing ATX 3.0 tests. Failed errors for viewers or proper reviews in the first place. Put them in the normal priority tier. So yeah, they haven't been reviewed enough. All well and good. If you're not using ATX 3.0, if you're not drawing that the power from that cord, well, I wouldn't really worry about it. Your 3 8-pin connectors, it will do well enough. Or two, I think it's 2 8-pin connectors and 1 3-pin connector, or 1 6-pin connector. I'm sorry, my math is just all a mess right now. But anyway, wanted to showcase just what's going on. Be wary out there. Don't just click the buy button when you go to these pre-builders. Embarrassing. If you know anything about computers, and I would highly do your research before you to slap down any money. Oh my God, they want over $2,000 for something you have absolutely no idea what it is. No specs. That is disgusting. And it should be criminal, considering you don't know what you're buying. They can't give you any information. They can't allow you to choose what's in their repertoire here. That's another thing. Like, really, I can go online and buy the exact video card that I want. If I got to go through your little list of finding, oh well, we've got it. We've got the card you want. What's the sub vendor? Couldn't tell you. Oh, we got Asus, we got MSI, we've got ASRock, we've got Gigabyte, we've got them all. Okay, what? Because each and every single one of those cards differ. Even for the 6750, the 6700 XT, those cards. How many board partners built that one single chipset card? Look at this. Okay, we got all these down here, all these video cards. You don't even... Okay, so 6750. This is all the board partners for that one single chipset. Oh, well, you know, you get the card. Okay. And if I run into overheating issues, what do I do? Well, you should have paid the $168 warranty there. What? Yeah. You should have paid for the warranty. You couldn't give me a spec. You couldn't tell me anything. You couldn't tell me what I was buying. I knew what I was buying because I went to Best Buy and ordered it. That's the smart decision. That's what you do. And then you go and find somebody that can build a computer. Which is, if you have steady hands, if you can operate a screwdriver, you can build your own computer. There's absolutely no excuse to go with a board builder or to go with a PC builder. No excuse. No excuse to let yourself get gouged this Christmas. Build it yourself. Because they're marking these things down for Christmas. It's time to grab them, and the prices are very competitive with each other, and they're all over the place. They may even reduce after Christmas because they want to get rid of some of that Christmas stock. Who knows? But the idea is that you're going to be saving money overall by building it yourself. Or if you have to, go with a refurbished one and put the PC components in that. That's going to be the cheapest option. We already saw how much they're charging for refurbishings, which isn't bad at all. And you got a decent core there if you can't really afford the top of the line stuff. And still, you can build it with... The one thing I do worry about, like, you can get the processors, but the motherboards are a different story. The motherboards are a nightmare when it comes to finding stuff that's older because it's not being manufactured anymore. They don't really have it in stock. So trying to find a motherboard, let's go ahead and do this. Go back to Builder here. Choose a motherboard. Well, I got to remove the CPU now. I want to go with the oldest that they've got on here, AMD, which is AM4 stuff. Yeah, the AM4 went pretty far back. 690, 390. Let's say 390. Okay. $590. 509, 700, 300, 400, 390A Pro, 249, 250. Yeah, these are, oh my God. Yeah, these are, holy shit. It's priced out of, it's out of here. It's priced out of your range. Let's go to the CPUs. Let's see. We're going to go with the latest gen because we're building. Okay, so 1151. Ninth gen. Add, because that ninth gen is the generation before the LGA 1200, because that's 10th and 11th. So this is just before it. It's $389 for that 9700K. Holy shit. A core, not bad. Motherboard. Now, since I have picked the CPU, get rid of these two because I don't know if it's... Get rid of all the stuff here. That will work. Okay, there. Now we know we've got no interference. Go to the motherboard. 302 compatible products to go along with that 9th gen. That 9th gen CPU. 139. So yeah, you might be looking at a used market. But what you got to just look out for is the 1151 and stick with Core i5, because the i7 and i9s, they definitely pull a lot more power. So your motherboard might not be able to handle what they're asking for. The K models, oh yeah, definitely not. Crap. Because I didn't choose a board. So now I got to go back down to this. I'm just wanting to show if I can go i5 94. What they got here? That's no graphics, but 84. We go here. Amazon has it. Amazon has everything, but you might be able to find it through other storefronts. Modern stores don't really have it, like Best Buy. They don't really hold stock like that, so bit of a problem. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be able to idle back on our specs here, and there you go. That's something. If you're just needing an 1151 socket, there you go. There's the board list. It's gonna be a little bit expensive, but get a refurbished one with the 1151 socket. Keep the power requirements low. Change out the power supply. It's your motherboard that's going to be your biggest hurdle, but an i5 will better run on it. Update to the latest BIOS. Back reference the motherboard if possible. It's going to be kind of a pain in the ass because they're not going to give you a motherboard spec on these refurbished things. They're not going to give you like a model number of the motherboard. It really sucks. Really sucks. And especially if it's proprietary, it's going to be more of a pain in the ass. So shop around as best I can do. Do not just pull the trigger on a brand new PC build. Build it yourself or look at refurbished and see what you can do there. Because any way you look at it, you're going to be looking at the inside of a computer trying to build it. I'm sorry. It's just a fact of the matter. What are you buying? Think about it. With that, Midnight Mechanic signing off. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, promote, share, do all those heaps YouTube wants you to jump through. Be careful this Christmas. Do your kids good this year. Do your wallet good this year. Don't overpay. Just a cautionary tale. Do what you can and shop around, especially, I mean, even Black Friday would have been a really good time to get into the PC building window there. So anyway, got some more Christmas stuff coming up. I do want to stream more American Truck Simulator and check out the new Kenworth I just released.